Lesson number 1, Sunday, September 25th. Creation and expression of love. Nature, in its present condition, carries an ambiguous message that mingles both good and evil. Rose bushes can produce lovely and fragrant roses, but also harmful and painful thorns. A toucan can impress us with its beauty and then dismay us by assaulting the nests of other birds and eating their frail chicks. Even human beings who are capable of kindness one moment can be vicious, hateful, and even violent in the next. No wonder that in the parable of the wheat and the tares, the servants asked the field owner, "Sir, did you not sow good seed in your field? How then does it have tares?" Matthew 13:27. And the owner replied, "An enemy has done this." Matthew 13:28. Likewise, God created the universe perfect, but an enemy defiled it with the mysterious seeds of sin. 1 John 4:8 and verse 16 says, "He that loves not knows not God, for God is love. And we have known and believed the love that God has to us. God is love, and he that dwells in love dwells in God, and God in him." What can the certainty that God is love tell us about the nature of his creative activities? The fact that God is love, 1 John 4:8-16, conveys at least three basic implications. First, love by its very nature cannot exist closed in itself, but must be expressed. What kind of love is not expressed? God's love is shared internally among the three persons of the Godhead and externally in his relationship with all his creatures. Second, all that God does is an expression of his unconditional and unchangeable love. This includes his creative works, his redemptive actions, and even the manifestations of his punitive judgments. Actually, God's love has been expressed in his justice no less than in his mercy. Justice is the foundation of his throne and the fruit of his love. Desire of Ages, page 762. And third, since God is love, and all that he does expresses his love, he cannot be the originator of sin, which is in direct opposition to his own character. But did God really need to create the universe? From the perspective of his sovereignty, one could say no, because it was a decision of his free will. But from the perspective of his loving nature, he wanted a universe as a means of expressing his love. And how amazing that he created some forms of life, such as humans, not only to be capable of responding to his love, but also of sharing and expressing love, not just to him, but to others as well. Look around at the created world. In what ways can you see in it reflections of God's love, despite the ravages of sin? How can we learn to draw lessons of hope from the expression of God's love revealed in creation? From the book Lift Him Up, page 67, says, God's created works testify to his love and power. He has called the world into being with all that it contains. God is a lover of the beautiful, and in the world which He has fitted up for us, He has not only given us everything necessary for our comfort, but He has filled the heavens and the earth with beauty. We see His love and care in the rich fields of autumn, and His smile in the glad sunshine. His hand has made the castle-like rocks and the towering mountains. The lofty trees grow at His command. He has spread earth's green velvet carpet and dotted it with shrubs and flowers. Why has He clothed the earth and trees with living green, instead of with dark, somber brown? Is it not that they may be more pleasing to the eye? And shall not our hearts be filled with gratitude as we read the evidences of His wisdom and love in the wonders of His creation? From the book Counsels to Parents, Teachers, and Students, page 186, it says, "The whole natural world is designed to be an interpreter of the things of God. To Adam and Eve in their Eden home, nature was full of the knowledge of God, teeming with divine instruction. To their attentive ears it was vocal with the voice of wisdom. Wisdom spoke to the eye and was received into the heart, for they communed with God in His created works. As soon as the holy pair transgressed the law of the Most High, the brightness from the face of God departed from the face of nature. Nature is now marred and defiled by sin, but God's object lessons are not obliterated, even now, rightly studied and interpreted. She speaks of the Creator. In itself, the beauty of nature leads the soul away from sin and worldly attractions and toward purity, peace, and God. Have a blessed day.